The illusion that the God is an external force is a concept that is only common in the physical world. God, you see, is internal and is a part of every one of us. When we think about the God outside of ourselves, we create a separation in the world, with each other, and with the universe. The original conception is that God lives in you and all of you. And over time, in the physical world, we have separated God from man. This concept has created separateness among mankind, and you have forgotten the brotherhood of mankind. We are all one. We are all together. And the more you can live in God's light and see God's light as your own, the more you can touch God and in turn touch each other. We must remember, you see, that the only way to get back to God's light is to look within yourself and find God in your light. The more you see God in yourself, the more you become like God. There is no separateness between God and you. There's one thing that I wish mankind living on earth at this time would see, is that you are God. God created you and lives within you. And by God's light, you connect to all mankind and all living beings on the planet. You must always remember, please, that you are not less than God. You are God. The concept of religion and church, temple, mosque, what have you, are all for power and to separate man from God for control. We are pleased at the spiritual awakening at the moment on the planet, and we see so many lights shining from your home. We are helping with this light. We are helping with this awakening. Can you hear us? We are speaking with you. You see it, I know. You see this awakening and this light moving across the planet. You are, as a species, awakening, but with an awakening comes doubt and suffering, for there's no darkness, there's just an absence of light, and you need to shine the light to combat the darkness. There are some who live in darkness and bring in the dark, and they will challenge you. Do not be swayed. Do not lose faith. We are helping you. All you need to do is look around at the communities and your friends and your family, and you will see this awakening happening. It is happening all over the world. It is God opening your eyes, opening your heart, bringing himself back into you. You are divine. You are a divine being. Never let that go. Never let anyone take this from you. Shine your light bright. Shine the light of God bright inside of you and meet God's love. There is no end to God's love and support. He is working with us as we are working with you. We would keep bringing this awakening into the conscious mind of all of you, and you will be called into action and help us bring our love, healing, wisdom. We have so much to offer you if you just would see it, hear it, feel it. The concept of being separate is not reality. We are all connected. I work with you here to bring you all together. We are creating clans and groups and love. And when all of you shine your light together, you will attract other light and become brighter and bigger, bigger to equal God. You are equal to God, but you must shine your light. Shine that light bright and know as you shine your light, all of the doubt, all of the fear would disappear. We know and can see the progress in your development. And we are so happy that you have chose this path because you know it is free will. And even though you have all chosen this path, yes, you have, you can turn away from it. You have free will to do what you wish with your life in the physical world. But for every person that goes down this path of spiritual progression, we rejoice, for is another light to add to our own, to create this army of light workers. For in the numbers come the success. And for each one of you who are learning and growing and progressing, it is your duty to pass this knowledge and this love on. For out of all of you here today, you will shed your light and shine it bright and move multitudes of people down their path of love, enlightenment, and peace. Do not forget this was your choice and your calling, and be brave with your calling. In my time, in my life, I stayed strong and stayed on my path. Not any time for doubters or naysayers. I stuck to my truth, and my truth came with much adversity and many problems. And believe me, there were times that the doubts became so strong I wanted to turn away. But I didn't. I kept going. You see, my spirit is very strong and very bright. And I was told by that little voice inside to keep going. So when you feel that it is too much, or confusing, or perhaps even scary, listen to your voice inside. For that, my friends, is your spirit. Cherish your spirit, for it will be with you and is you for all eternity. You cannot get away from your spirit. Understand it and embrace it. And the more you love yourself and your spirit, or perhaps your soul, if you prefer, the more love you will receive, and the more love you will be able to give. No one ever said that coming to this planet at this time would be easy. Physical life is not an easy life, but there are so many lessons to be had, so much learning to do, and know that you are the envy of a multitude of spirit people who have chosen not to come to this planet. You are the brave ones, and you will teach us when you return home. Step forward. Not talker. I am the healer. I like to give you gift of healing from us as a gift of love and light. Gift from us to you.